It is time for another Finance Friday with the Senior Manager of Business Services at FirstOntario Credit Union, Colin. Today we're discussing how businesses can protect themselves as borrowers. So how do businesses do this?
Yeah, I know we talk a lot about in this segment about the importance of credit and financing for businesses, and it is. Most businesses have some form of debt and credit, and that's normal. Yeah. But we don't talk about how that also makes the business owner and their families vulnerable. When something happens, that debt doesn't go away. So we want to talk a little bit about some of the ways that businesses and owners can safeguard themselves when they do have that debt and give themselves some peace of mind and assurance in those situations.
So how do they do it?
Yeah, there's a number of different options. One of the first things we talk about often at the credit union is creditor protection. And this is a product that if something unforeseen happens, critical illness, disability, death, even mental health, that those payments are met. And so a business owner doesn't have to worry about things like dipping into investments or liquidating assets, things that are reserved for more important usages like supplementary retirement income in order to meet those debt payments. And so it's a key piece there. Really, business owners shouldn't sign a loan agreement without first talking about creditor protection. It's loan specific, peace of mind, super easy, and can be really effective in those situations.
Canada's currently in a trade war with the United States. Do we expect more companies to look at this sort of thing, or it kind of depends?
Yeah, from a lending perspective, you're going to see both sides of the coin. Businesses that have benefited from this situation, ones that maybe have a domestic focus, they may be borrowing more as a result of growth and requirements there, and so they want to protect themselves in those situations. And then businesses who have had a tougher time as a result of these disruptions, they may be borrowing more just to try to get them to the other side. So in both instances, protecting yourself with coverage that's important there is going to help you manage that debt effectively. Yeah.
For those companies who are borrowing, how can they protect themselves?
Yeah, so when we look at broader insurance coverage, we talk about things that can consider things outside of the creditor protection. So, continuity insurance, if something like flood, fire, disaster happens, make sure your fixed expenses are met. Key person insurance, if something happens to you as the owner, the business can continue operating through transition, or just general liability insurance if you find yourself in a settlement litigation situation, that's something that's diverting your capital, business can continue to operate. And so those are key pieces of the broader insurance picture that businesses should consider if they have debt.
And so are they looking at direct and broad strategies to do so?
Yeah, something outside of maybe insurance coverage you can look at is like legal and estate planning. We talk to businesses all the time. Do you have a corporate will in place? Has a lawyer helped you consider what happens to the business and its liabilities, that your family doesn't have to deal with it? That's super important. Succession planning as well, and even just your capital structure to ensure you've reduced your personal liability. Those are all real key important pieces to protect yourself when you do have debt.
What if a business does have a gap? Where do they start? Obviously, they're going to call you guys.
Yeah, I mean, talk to your banker and talk to your credit union. We'll sit down and look at your situation holistically and ensure that if you do take debt or you're taking it on, that you're being connected with the right advisors. We can connect you with insurance advisors, legal professionals, to have those conversations and ensure that you have a plan that's holistic. You do not want your debt to outlive your plan. So put those pieces in place. Come talk to professionals, and we'll set you up with the right people.
How quickly can you get this done, or is it a lengthy process?
Some of these items you're signing right beside your loan agreement, and so when we go about doing this, we ensure that a borrower knows right off the get-go that they can leave the office protected, and it's not something that they have to scramble afterwards. So we offer it in-house, and we will encourage business owners to consider it anytime they're looking at additional borrowing.
Great stuff. If you have a financial question or topic you want covered, email your questions to financefriday@firstontario.com. If your question or topic is covered on air, you'll receive a gift card from FirstOntario. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Roy.